We got October 30th, 2025 today for this month's monthly momentum call. I'll turn the background off here, so it's really bothering me. Let you guys see the slight mess behind me, and be real. Also, it's a standing desk. Apparently, it's quite shaky, so if it shakes too much, I'll shut it down or move down. But yeah, welcome to this month's call. I'll be honest, I feel like I'm less than a month is gone by since the last one. I'll do a quick little intro here. This is a October call for the Northern Strength Collective. And before we launch into having you guys join the group, join the call, I just want to make sure I go over a couple housekeeping things. One is, there's the main thing is shout outs. So I want to give a couple quick ones. To first one, I just saw a bunch of hikes and walks from Jordan pop in the group, and it's good to see his name and his face in there again. So welcome back, Jordan. Glad you're able to get some activity in. I know you guys had a pretty wild time there for a few months. I talked to him on the side just to see what's going on. And then Jeremy, shout out to Jeremy for getting some. I mean, a lot of J's in the group for guys. Sorry, Mark. And then yeah, shout out to Jeremy for getting yeah, he just keeps setting some new personal bests and weights, probably because he's got a barbell in place now. He's working through some of those workouts, but it's really cool to see the strength gains he's making and what his dumbbells got him before that. So dumbbells get you very, very strong, just so you know. And he is a testimony of that. And then shout out to Amanda. Glad you're back from migraine land. Those are absolutely miserable. And happy to have you back. I'm glad you're looking forward to getting the workout back on the calendar again. So that being said, I'm going to open up a group here to whoever can jump in. Oh. So we got Amanda joining us. No pressure. There we go.
I'm here.
You're here, and it's just you again so far. Anyone else shuts up?
Yeah, I'm the overachiever.
That's good. I like having someone else to talk to. I'll talk to the screen too, but we might have cut it short today if it was going to be just me chatting for half an hour. I didn't have a lot on my brain to talk about. So, how are you?
Doing pretty well. Better
Yeah,
than I was like a week or two ago.
yeah. What have you always had migraines?
No, I haven't.
Oh, that's a
I,
new thing.
yeah, what was it? Maybe like, I, I've had a couple migraines here and there,
Yeah.
but all of a sudden, one night I like had a headache. I thought it was maybe like a sinus headache from temperature change and stuff like
Uh-huh.
that. And then it just hung on for like 10 days, probably almost.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was
That's a
pretty,
long time.
yeah. Yeah. It was on and off, but it was pretty significant.
Oh
So
my goodness.
yeah.
What?
I'm glad that it's finally, I've kicked it.
I mean, did you have any idea why, or is it one? I mean, that's I know it's a can of worms because there's like 10 million different causes for those things.
No, I like I talked to the doctors and they're like they didn't really know
Uh-huh.
why that was happening. So it was like a
Yeah.
combination of like sinus meds and like muscle relaxers and migraine meds that helped me finally kick it.
Yeah, yeah.
So
All the medications there, which if gosh, if you even for a couple hours, you already want the headache to be gone, let alone 10 days.
yeah.
Did you work during that time or did you like take work off?
No, I worked mostly. Like there was maybe a day or two that I took off of work, but for the
Okay.
most part I was working throughout that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've gotten headaches so infrequently in my life. I don't get them at all anymore, actually. As a kid, I know I had a concussion at some point. Looking back, I hit my head on something. And I was like, oh, yeah, when that happened, I started getting like once a month headaches like for the next like few years.
Yeah.
That's got to be related to that. But then it just eventually stopped. So my brain, whatever, was recovered or decided to shut that part down.
Yeah.
But those were a couple hours. This is days is insane.
Yeah. And it was like, it was harder for me to, yeah, I didn't try to push the workouts there
No.
during that time. But like there was like tension in my back too. And so it was
Oh my
just
gosh,
weird.
it traveled down.
Yeah, it was like it was on my left side and then it traveled down my neck. Um, so yeah,
That's
it was hard for doing anything.
are you just like thinking, are you nervous it could come back? Are you not expecting it to, or what's kind of your approach moving forwards here?
Yeah, I mean, I hope it doesn't come back. I've like tried to like make sure to change my like have a I got a different pillow. I've got like I tried to just change up some stuff to prevent hopefully
Yeah.
things in the future, but I don't know what the cause of it was because I didn't do anything different that I normally was doing.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the I'll say the word scary thing. It's like you don't know if you don't know what exactly led to it, which there's a plethora of things from migraines, from my understanding.
Right.
And then each person's different. That's because each person's different. It's like
Right.
this, and so I'm like, okay, the doctors had an answer. That'd be awesome, and I'd be surprised
Yeah.
from what I know about them. So yeah, I'm with you and hoping it does not ever rear its ugly head again.
Yeah. I hope not. I hope not
Yeah.
because I don't want to I think that that was a it was challenging for me because then I felt like I was a little bit more incapable of doing some of the things that I normally do, including doing my workouts. So,
Yes. Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
back at it.
Yes. Good. Glad you're back at it. Um, since you're the only one here so far, and maybe today at all, what did you have any questions or thoughts in the last month since we last talked? Anything that you want to address or can to mind?
Um, like the thing that I thought about because it started popping up in the tracker, and this is something that I thought about too with the migraine, is like, how do you get more water in your day? Like,
Mm,
what were tips people had to get more water in their day? And this isn't obviously specific to like working out,
it's a good question.
but I think like I just that's something that I continually like to find a challenge, and so
Mhm.
how what are tips for that?
I did notice that I think trainers had an update that like added that to everyone's main page. So I was
Yeah.
like, I logged in like this week and I was like, why is this saying it? I was like, oh, it's funny. My original thought was that client that was it was with a in-person session. I was like, that client must have like added water tracking to their. I was like, wait a second, I have control of that, not them. I didn't have that. So I think trainers just rolled it out on the main screen for like everybody, like to track your water. I think it was already there. Maybe it
Sure.
wasn't. Um, and I mean, dehydration is a cause of headaches, or could be. As I sit here drinking coffee, but um, just standing here drinking coffee. But how do you more? Well, I'll turn the question back around. What if you do you think are you someone who is a um like do you drink it like crazy? Do you like are you like a camel and like still drinking when you need to, like when you hold it? Like what is your current approach? Right. Well,
Yeah.
some ideas I have, which I don't have a few, but not a lot. I'm not a great water drinker myself. So, um,
Right. Yeah. I mean like I will have sparkling water throughout the day. Granted, that's not like just pure water,
yeah,
but I'll try to drink sparkling water throughout the day. But otherwise it's like I feel like I drink water when I need it versus like just throughout the day to
yep.
make sure that I'm hydrating.
Hmm.
Um yeah, so it's just a little bit more like I just don't think about it until I'm thirsty, and then that means it's like too late and you're already
Yeah,
dehydrated. So,
possibly. Um, so I talked with this a couple. So, in one sense, I'm closer to you than I'm the all-star water drinker. My wife is like, she has the one, it's not a Stanley. She has a different handled thermos, but the same thing. She has two of them. I mean, two, like she goes every other day and watches one or the other.
Sure.
And I don't know how many lists she goes through a day, but like it's like wake up, like chug half of it, and like wake up thirsty. I don't wake up thirsty. I don't feel that thirsty throughout the day. Actually, it's like a chore to force myself to do it.
Hmm.
Um, I drink when I'm thirsty, like when I feel thirsty, but
Right.
between a smoothie every day, between that and so smoothie is like it's like 32 ounces of milk and fruit and some water, protein or whatever. But smoothie, coffee, and I do drink like probably 1 to 2 of these a day, which is like 32 ounces. On that note, just a couple fun facts. One, you can get water from your fruits and vegetables. So if you're having a lot of fruits and vegetables, like in your with your meals, like you're, I don't know, if you have like an apple, you're probably getting a couple ounces of water, not like a lot, but you're getting a couple ounces. So that thing has a lot of water in it. If you have a lot of fruit, a lot of vegetables, you
Mhm.
could be getting like you could be getting well, probably over a cup or more of water in that. So like
Sure.
4 cups of water. The 64-ounce thing is completely some like arbitrary number that somebody just kind of chose.
Sure.
There's not a lot of the actual science behind like there's well I shouldn't say this. A friend of mine sent me a research article 4 or 5 years ago that said how much water does a person need? Because it's 64 ounces is the common thing we hear, like at least that much.
Right.
There's great benefits to it. I'm not gonna say don't. In fact, I'm gonna say like we can use more of it. Um, the that is not like a oh I'm not getting that oh no I am like constantly dehydrated or I'm getting more than that I'm just doing awesome. That there's not some switch that flips for every single person at 64 ounces or more or under. Um, the research that this guy was looking at is like how much water does a person need. It really says it depends. Some people do water and need to drink a little less often than others. Some people
Sure.
like there's a variance or gradient that people fall on. Um, I was like, oh, that's nice. I feel like I do fall on the lower end, and I could drink more. I don't say I could drink more to shame myself. I know there's benefits to doing it. Um, so that being said, as well, not to as a coffee drinker, if you drink any sort of coffee, tea, whatever, tea is like pretty much purely. If you drink tea, you're pretty much drinking water. There's really very few dehydrating diuretic. What's the word I'm looking for? Capabilities, properties of like tea. So you drink like 12 ounces of tea, that's just 12 ounces of water. Whether that's if it's herbal tea, of course it is, even with the slight amount of caffeine in black tea or green tea, it's really just still water. Coffee, you can actually count half of your coffee intake as water.
Okay.
It's and so it does like as a parent, as low sleep times, I've ran on lots of coffee, and I definitely this is going to be classic when the doctor asks you is like, are you pee? Look at the color of the pee. Is it dark, 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 dark yellow? That's
Yeah.
dehydration. If it's like really clear or really close to that, that's hydrated enough. We are finding that out like every time we go to the bathroom.
Right.
Pretty good indicator of your hydration level. As well. Like it's a like if it's so I've had like smoothie, a little bit of water, and a lot of coffee, more coffee than anything else liquid, and I still had a lighter colored urine.
Sure.
It's and that's and I've looked this up. Like you can is not exclusively just taking it out of you. You are still receiving some water with coffee. It's about you can count roughly half of it as
Okay.
like water. Those are some not fun areas. Just some like okay, here's some fruit, water, um, or fruit and coffee, sorry, and tea. Cover those things. Um, as far as habits go, are you a coffee drinker at all? So that
I
helps a little.
am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are the like the 1 cup a day or the more than 1 cup a day? It doesn't need to be hourly.
More than one cup a
Okay, okay, okay,
day.
okay, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I usually like have my thermos
yeah, yep,
coffee throughout the
yeah,
day. So yeah. I mean I do get like I'm sure I get enough like I get hydration in other ways, yeah, through
yep,
coffee or whatever. But
yep, yep, and
uh,
it does.
yeah.
Um, and it's like the way that I personally only had success with it. Recent like in the past. I work from home exclusively now. I don't. But like it was like I'm not a sipper of water. It's like having the water bottle. People are like, oh, it's like, like I don't like straw ones. I will not do straws. I don't want to wash straws. It's like I also Americans and all people. This is a fun fact. My in-laws went to Europe and they went to Italy, I think, recently, and they learned in their travel videos heading into the time that tourists are instantly discernible because all Americans carry water bottles open in public and no one in Italy does. So
Mm,
we are like a water bottle culture. So someone invented this so that they can make money, and that other cultures don't do that or don't need it.
sure.
Um, that's which is fine. It's a good thing that bring with you. But I don't like straws. It's like this quick sip is hard. I have to like open a lid. I have a flip top, so it's pretty fast. Um, where's I going with that? I'm not a sipper though. I'd rather like guzzle 16 ounces in like 30 seconds and just be done with it for the next 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
I'm not a like I don't like I just don't constantly run on thirstiness of I'll say this. I realize I hate to say it. Not a flavored. I like flavor in things. So water,
Yeah.
unless I'm really, really thirsty, really hot, really exerted, whatever, and I want the cold, refreshing water, I want the coffee has flavor. An electrolyte package that like add flavor sometimes, and not just pure salt. Those I'm like, then I'll chug the thing. Because I like or sparkling. I hate to admit it, I'm a flavored beverage person, and I just didn't want to admit
Yeah.
that. That's my preference.
Yeah. Yeah. Same. And that's why I like sparkling water. I probably
It
drink,
tastes,
I drink probably 2 to 3 cans of that a day.
yep.
So,
I don't know. I have not looked into that falling like that. That is probably predominantly water. I don't know how our body processes that as far as
yeah.
like, is that a 1-to-1 for 12 ounces to 12 ounces? Like, is that you
Right.
know, I don't think the carbonation would affect it too much. Yeah, I would assume it's not bad. It's not going to be near long-term health. I don't think that I'd imagine carbonated water is a little harder. Carbonation means you got to process that gas somewhere, either
Yeah.
down or coming up or out. But I have no idea. So I'll stop speculating that. You can do your own research.
Yeah.
Um, but as far as when I've had success adding it in more, it's it's like almost like pairing for me, because I'm not a sipper, a glass of water or a couple, like a certain amount, like on the spot with something else I'm doing.
Yeah.
So at one point, it was like, okay, I wake up in the morning before coffee, like pour a glass of water, and I don't drink cold. It's like lukewarm if it was cold in the fridge, I'd like throw it in the microwave like for 20 seconds to bring it a little so I could make it faster.
Sure.
Everyone's preferences are different there too. I'm a slightly cold in the room temp water person, not a like ice cold water.
Yeah.
Because it also it's too much work. I already don't drink much. I don't want it to see slow down by how cold my mouth has got. Really weird things to think about with water. If you're not on the high end, like if you personally, I don't like cold that
Yeah.
much unless I'm really hot. Um, So I would just drink 16 ounces in a glass, like next to the sink, and put it
Mhm.
back. That was the way. So I do that in the mornings, and then I would do it somewhere. If you're gone out at work, you could do it again, like as you're cooking dinner. And then I wouldn't know if I do it before bed, maybe a half glass then. Either way,
Yeah.
it's like that's another 40 ounces in your day on top of whatever else you had.
Yeah.
Just just think about like not getting up in the middle of the night peeing. So like you wouldn't want to chug 16 ounces before bed.
Right.
So that was what but there's zillions of habits. There's the giant water jugs you can carry around. There is electrolyte powders if you like to add um, like that comes to mind thinking about your migraines too. If hydration play any role in it, having a the right amount of sodium, potassium, gosh, I forget what else is in that bridge. I'm not gonna remember right now. Like the electrolyte powders are not quite a gimmick. Like having not just salt in a package either.
Sure.
So there's a mixture of minerals that our diet could give us the adequate amounts of, but usually
Mhm.
doesn't.
Okay.
And so there's a lot of there's some big benefit to that. Kaylin experienced that. She drinks water like crazy anyways, but she noticed with the third with Finn that just like breastfeeding, her supply was way higher with electrolytes in her system than the previous two without.
Okay.
So like
Huh.
she was able to like that was one of the things she changed. There's a couple of things she changed, and she's like I was able to point to these two things clearly like benefit. Now it's not your stage in life right now, but that's point like hey, there's that well didn't do that's not a gimmick. That did something right.
Yeah.
She only changed like two things, and those things changed that, and that was a retaining more fluid, right? Because you could definitely
Yeah.
tell if you're actually retaining what you're drinking, that's just like passing it through. So we
Right.
need salt, we need electrolytes to actually absorb the water as we take it in versus just go right out again. So
Yeah.
there's a balance there. If remember uh, biology of cells and membranes. Uh, sodium,
Yeah.
sodium fluoride. If you ever took those classes back in the day, um, so those could be really helpful at just one getting us things we're deficient in, perhaps, and two, um, perhaps absorbing the water better as we drink it.
Hmm.
And they add flavor. They can get ones
Yeah.
that have flavors, which are I don't know. I might have strawberry lemonade and electrolyte water. That 32 ounces is gone fast.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it. And I hate to admit it. Wish I was better than that, but I'm not. So
No, that's helpful. What do you have a brand of like electrolyte packs that you recommend?
yeah, I I don't reach to have a sponsor from them. I would take one. They are is Relight or Redmond is the company. They make a product called Relight, Relyte. Not sold easily in stores yet, but their online presence is really growing.
Sure.
Um, Kaylin did some research to find what we should order. You see the classic liquid IV and the Element are the ones that are really popular. And
Right.
we thought we'd get Element, and then she was looking into this and oh, the Relight has even better properties for you and has like checks all these major boxes that you need to look for when you're looking for what's in there and what amounts of
Sure.
the things. And then so she this company is they're exploding. They're in Utah and they're sponsoring some pro teams down there now and stuff. So like the customer service has been great. They've missed my order. I've had to call them for things, and um, they sent me they're out of stock on something. They sent me something else, plus like a giant free sample, something else. Like they've been really good. It's about like $40 for 60 to 75 servings.
Okay.
I just like one a day in my shaker or
Sure.
even in a water bottle. You can get unflavored, you can get whatever flavor you want.
Okay.
I like them a lot. And you can get packets, you can get a tub. Like
Sure.
I get the tubs, it's cheaper. Um, so that's my go-to on that one.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, no, that's great recommendation. I'll check that out.
Yeah. So you had 20 minutes there on water. What you
No,
feel
you're good.
now? No,
That's
I'm going to drink a glass of water once we're done. So I'm like,
because we've been talking
I
about
need to
it.
do that. Like we just, I mean, buying a house, we just put in like the water wasn't softened, so I had to put we had a well, I didn't put in the water softener. My father-in-law did. Um, so we had a water softener to help our pipes and valves and stuff out, and the laundry dishes just be better. And then on top of that, we added reverse osmosis to the kitchen.
Oh, nice.
So I have like a spigot of some. I don't know. I've done work to make the water good here. I should like enjoy it. Like
Yeah.
that's actually a thing I can get on board with. When I've done work around the thing, I don't want to be the only one who if I should enjoy it. So
Yeah.
like, every time I turn that switch on, I'm like, oh, I'm proud of this. I did this.
That's super cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, what other questions do you have? Any thoughts? If not, that's okay.
No, that was kind of the only question that came to mind.
Okay.
Yeah, came to mind this morning. So,
Okay. Well, it's a good one. I think that it's a resource we thankfully have kind of unfettered access to in the U.S. and uh,
mhm.
many countries wouldn't drink their tap water or still water. They don't have clean water like we have. massive water purification systems in our cities, and um, you know, clearly I have a filter in my house, but still, like you can do that stuff, and it's you get
Right.
really high quality water in your home, and it does make an impact. It's good to have that coming. It's like and like it has major benefits for our body as well. It's not going to be the golden ticket to like lifting more weights, but it's going to be a part of it's a necessarily it's going to be a good part of the equation to look at. Um, at the very minimum, like more than how we filling our body and just
Hmm.
giving what it needs. So
Hmm.
that's a good reminder to me that okay, I can add that glass of water at dinner time and at breakfast time back into my
Yeah.
schedule.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
um, well, I'll save my topic for next time because I don't want to talk about it for 2 minutes. Um, it's a good question. Any anything that was motivating you in the last like any encouragement or motivations you was helping you in the last like few weeks or last week or two as you've gotten back into it, or you want to share or
Um,
any you're proud of yourself for?
I mean, just getting back into it,
Yeah,
and being a little bit nervous about how it was going to go with just like knowing that, okay, I had a lot of tension in my back during that. So, like, is that
yeah,
going to, is working out and doing some of the weightlifting going to impact that? But I've been doing this for a long time. Like,
yeah,
between when we were doing personal training a couple years ago to like
yeah,
starting this, earlier this year. And it's like, okay, I haven't noticed that I've been developing headaches from working out or things
yeah.
like that. So just kind of trying to get over a little bit of that, like the mental barrier of like, okay,
Hmm.
is it going to harm me? This is only going to benefit me. So
Yep,
yeah, I think that that's been kind of something that I've been reflecting on, and
good.
yeah, it's just good to get back into it. And I maybe have tried to go a little bit easier on the
Yeah,
workouts, like just right from the start, just getting easing my way back into it. But just really happy to be getting back into it.
good. Yeah, good logic there, like working in reverse and saying like this is not a problem before. Like this
Right,
is like so it'd be odd if it was all of a sudden a problem. Like
right.
and yeah, you could have done something that could have triggered that. That's a that'd be new to me. I mean not that you this maybe for that duration of time. Like
Yeah,
that's that tells me there's something else unknown, unfortunately, but something else causing it. Not
right.
exercise. Yeah, funny. Exercise, no matter what you're facing, it's really funny. It's kind of like the I'm not getting. I'm getting paid to say this. I'm not getting paid to say this. It's like the it's very little. There's almost nothing you can think of that doesn't say exercise would probably help that out.
Right,
It's pretty much like the golden ticket. Like it's not gonna make it better. Doesn't mean the
yeah,
hard thing you're going through in life is gonna be like lifted off your shoulders all of a sudden. But it's like
right,
it won't hurt it. Like it's not gonna in your body, your mind, things will feel a little better afterwards.
right.
Whether you're grieving the loss of someone or you're like, you know, really stressed or you're facing a terrible medical diagnosis, some level of exercise, if you're weakened, can still be beneficial. Like
Yeah.
otherwise the thing just takes life out of you. So it's like it's it's almost always helpful. And I shouldn't say almost
Mhm.
always. It's, as long as you know how to like adjust your intensity levels correctly and not do it too go too hard or try too
Right.
much or whatever, like bite off too much. Like that's it's really it really kind of keeps fitting in some way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
uh,
No, I'm good. I'm glad. Glad to be back
good,
at it.
good. Glad you're back as well. And yeah, don't get any migraines in the next few months. Just stop it. And
Yeah. Okay.
drink all the water
I'll
and
work
all the
on that.
electrolytes, and that's gotta be the ticket. So.
Awesome.
Well, have a great Thursday. Oh, yeah, a good kickoff to November here, and I guess we'll see you guys on the call again like after Thanksgiving. No, it might be Thanksgiving, in which case we'll change the call. So,
Sounds good. Thanks so much, Kurt. We'll see
yeah,
ya.
yeah. See ya.
Bye.